guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha Zundu and today we have our intro to Project Pan 2023. Excuse the background. We've been taking lots of photos for my business. And so we're gonna get right into it because I've got to go to work. I wanted to give a quick update of the two products that I just hadn't finished in my finale. It was the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. I've basically finished now. I think I could probably get one more use by just like scraping what's on here, which I will do, but otherwise it is empty. And then the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Stick, I could probably get one more use out, but it is flat. I might dig in there and use it one or two more times just because it's there and it's a beautiful product, but I am calling these finished. So I just wanted to update you guys on that. But I have a new notebook and we're ready to go. Now I'm only going to weigh things that are like liquidy. I'm not going to be weighing powders anymore. I think it's pointless. I'm just going to show visual updates like from the previous week, previous month to now kind of situation. So that's what I'm going to do there. So let's get into my primer. This is the 4th Ray Turmeric Face Milk, and I might actually get a measurement on this one. I've got a permanent marker. So we're going to be starting it. Oh, that's where we're starting it. Now I love this face milk. I think I'm going to be able to use this quite quickly. I have two minis that I haven't opened yet, so I really want to finish this. I have the strawberry and the matcha, I believe. So I really want to finish this so I can use those, but I do love this product, so I'm excited to have this to focus on. My Morphe Skin Tint. This I don't even need to weigh because we've got visuals. This one I might weigh because I don't think I can always see it. I will leave it standing up, so maybe next update we'll do a visual. But it does separate, so you often have to shake it, which is normal. It's not off, it's just so runny it separates. So I will weigh this one. I have the shade Hint of Marshmallow. I love this. It's like a light coverage dewy foundation. It's gorgeous and I've had it for a little bit, so that's why I want to pan it. This is a starting weight of 106.84 grams. Wonderful. So I'm super excited to use that because I love it. I've used quite a bit of it. I did shake it before, but I want to say I'm about there, kind of like the face milk. I think I've used about a third or a quarter. Next we have my Hourglass concealer. This is almost done. I don't know exactly where I am, but I just want to finish it. This is going to be my year of finishing concealers. When I get to a point where I feel like it's towards the end, I will take the stopper out, but we will weigh this one. Love, love, love it. It's my go-to when I go out because I just know it's going to look amazing. So our starting weight is 30.14 grams. Next we have my Models Prefer powder. This is a mineral finishing veil. I was supposed to put this on today actually. So I've had this for a while, which is why I want to put it in the Project Pan. And it is a loose finishing powder. To me it's like comparable to the Hourglass Ambient finishing powders, except this is in loose form because it does have that kind of like luminosity to it, and it's a finishing powder, not a setting powder. So I thought I'd put that in. I don't know if I'm going to finish it because I don't know. I've had it for a while though, but I don't wear a lot of powder. But we will weigh this and see how we go with that. So the starting weight is 89.72. So that's an Australian brand if you are unaware of Models Prefer. My Mecca Max, which is also Australian, my cream bronzer. I actually had a look. I've used quite a lot of this. It's not a huge amount, but for a cream bronzer, I really love this one. So we are going to measure this, and that's all we have left. So I'm going to put it to there, and we're going to measure the progress each month. Now it's only going to be small, but I want to see some visual progress on this, and I think I could definitely finish this. I really like it. It's a contour shade for me, and it's something that I wear when I'm not really wearing much makeup. So that'll be an easy product to use for me. My Pixi blush. Now I haven't used this much, but I picked this because on like no makeup days, I just often don't wear, I might wear a little bit of this, but sometimes I just wear blush and a skin tint. So there is a lot in here. There's a lot. Do I show you everything? Do I do a visual? I probably should. So that's all of it. But I think you can use this on the lips. I'm not even sure. But we're gonna do a visual rather than a weight. I just feel like when we can see, it's more exciting. I really like the way it turns. It's pretty cool. I am wearing this today underneath my powder. I didn't really like it though, so I think this will definitely be more of a on days where I'm not wearing powder makeup. So I will show you, because there are 2 sticks. There's the bronzer and then there's the blush. We will see. My Maybelline City bronzer will be visual only. I'm not going to weigh it. These things, they don't really show much progress when you weigh them. But I have used this a bit, so I've had this a while. It's a really good tone for me throughout the year, and especially when I'm coming out of summer. I have a face palette with a bronzer that I'll probably be using now, which is what I'm wearing today. It's a little bit darker. I'm in summer, but for the rest of the year this will be great. So here we are. I'll show the visual of now. It's been used, but there's no evident dip yet, so we want to get a dip. My Colourpop Super Shock shadow is actually kind of new to me, but I think it's something that I know that these dry out. This is the Super Shock Cheek in Chiffon. It's kind of a highlighter blush hybrid. I wouldn't say it's a blush, I wouldn't say it's a highlighter. It's not enough pigment to be a blush, and it's got pigment, so it's not a highlighter. But it's really pretty. So I want to put that in to see how much use I can get, and I know that these have a pretty shallow pan, and I just want to use it so it doesn't dry out, and it's really, really pretty. So I don't know how we're going to go with that. It's going to be pointless to weigh, but here's a visual. I've only used it a few times. I haven't actually used it that many times. So we've got a mixture of things that are well used and not used. My eyeshadow, I decided to pick a liquid eyeshadow. This is from OXX Studio. It's a liquid eyeshadow duo. It's a dupe for the Huda Beauty. I'm wearing it today. So one side has the liquid, which I've done as an liquid liner today, but you can use it as an all over shadow. And then we've got the matte side. It's really pretty, and then I've gone over with a bit of powder with an eyeshadow palette I'm going to show you. But this is a really nice product, like $2 or $3 from Kmart. So I will weigh this one, 38.58. I'm interested to see if I can finish this. I also have a pink one. So if I can finish this in decent time, I think I would try and pan the pink one too. Next we have an actual palette, that face palette that I've made. So my goal is to just finish this up. So it is quite well loved. So I will be doing them individually, not as a face palette, but they're all individuals. So they've all come from other palettes. So these two were Nars. This is the Orgasm blush and the Orgasm highlighter. I am wearing it today. And I want to finish these. So I've hit pan in both of them. They're both well loved. I've had them in previous project pans. I finished the bronzer, and then I actually want to properly finish these. I want to finish all of this, and then I've used products that I've depotted. Like, I feel like sometimes we depot products and then don't use them. I want to finish them. Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette. This is the powder and the contour. It took me years to hit pan, but now that I've hit pan, it's quite thin, and this will be finished. I might even finish this in the month. And then this is from the Tarte Pro palette. I finished the cream bronzer. The highlighters were too dark, but I loved this bronzer. So there is a dip in here, and we're gonna see how we progress with that. But I would love to not only hit pan but finish that. This is a little bit darker, and then the Maybelline City bronzer is a bit lighter. So right now I'm going to be using this, which is what I'm using. I'm using everything but the contour shade today on my face. So we're not going to weigh them, we're just going to look at them visually. I'm going to put them up individually so we can compare next month. So here is the powder. This is in the shade Vanilla. I have the contour shade Fawn. This was the hardest thing to pan in all of my panning days. It was a very, you only use a tiny bit, and it's very finely milled. I wonder if I can ever finish it, honestly. Here is the bronzer from the Tarte palette. Here is the Nars Orgasm highlighter. It's stunning. It's one of my favorite highlighters. It's so pretty. One of my few highlighters that I've actually been able to pan. Sorry, there's a bit of sticky on the bottom. And then the Nars blush, which I think I can finish. It's definitely thin on one side, but it's definitely doable. I love this blush. It's just very complimentary to my skin tone. Okay, so that is that. The Sydney Grace lip gloss in the shade Claire. It's like a lip cream, but to me it's more like a lip gloss, and it's more of a warm shade. I've got a warm shade and a cool tone shade. So here it is here. It's very pretty. I really like it. It goes on more sheer on the lips, I find. It's a very flattering color to my skin tone. Like, I really like these kinds of colors. So this will be something I think I'll wear more in summertime. Could still wear in winter, but we will weigh this. This is exactly 25 grams. And then I have my Australis Girl Boss Demi Matte Lip Cream. This is super well loved. It's really gross. I have the shade Me, which is what I'm wearing today with the lip liner I'm about to show you. This, I reckon I can properly finish this because I've been using this for years. It's still good. It's a really good product. I really enjoy using it. I've been using it. It hasn't just been sitting in my drawers. So I reckon I could definitely finish this. I don't know where I'm at though, but it feels a little empty in there. So hopefully I can finish this. I will take the stopper out when I get to a point where I think I need to. So let's weigh this one. No way. This is exactly 27 grams. I love that. Not last, second last, I have, I like to do a lip liner. One thing I don't pan are mascaras and eyebrow products because I organically use those. I have those products in my Project Pan drawer, but I don't measure them because it's not as exciting. This is the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip in the shade 3C. It's my favorite. And I have already got good use on it, and I would like to just finish it because it is old. So let's do a visual measurement here. Although my Laura Mercier was about this size when I started, and then I finished that. So that's where we're at. And then lastly, I just have a eyeshadow palette. I will do visual progress, but I don't really measure it. This is the Revolution Reloaded Basic Mattes, and I entered this one in because I have used it. There is some dips in a few shades, but I used this shade on top of the liquid that I used, just for more long wear because I'm going to work. But this is something I can just dip into on easy makeup days where I'm not doing a whole lot, and I want to see how I go with using this. I love this palette so much. It is incredibly affordable, really good quality. This one in particular, there are two that in particular that I love, and this is one of them. So here we have, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see, there is a dip in this one. That is everything. I can't wait to see where we're at in a month. I reckon there's a couple things I will be like scraping the edges, like the concealer, and maybe that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.